Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fourth and last segment of this Bible reading challenge. Today, as I said, we will be reading the same quota that we are given by our Bible reading plan. We are using the chronological Bible reading plan in that we are reading events as they followed each other. And so we will still be following the plan, but instead of doing one long video, that is about 40, 20, 30 minutes. We will be breaking them into short videos of 10 minutes each. And so now we are just about to finish this day 85 of 365 days Bible reading challenge. And if you're watching on YouTube, this should be episode 118 for you. So this is the fourth part and the last part, because I believe we are going to finish reading at this point. We just have about 53 verses more to read. So we continue. We are just reading up to this point. We are just reading the part of the land that was given to Judah. Okay, verse number 10 says, "And the border compassed from Baalah westward unto Mount Seir, and passed along unto the side of Mount Jearim, which is Chesalon on the north side, and went down to Beth Shemesh, and passed on to Timnah." Timnah will be playing a very major part as we continue more. So we will hear it a lot, even in the story of Samson and so other places. So verse 11 says, "And the border went out unto the side of Ekron northward, and the border was drawn to Shikron, and passed along to Mount Baalah, and went out unto Jabneel, and the goings out of the border were at the sea. And the west border was to the great sea, and the coast thereof. This is the coast of the children of Judah round about according to their families." So whatever we have read from verse 1 to verse 12 is all that belonged to Judah. Okay. And verse 13, "And unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh he gave a part among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord, to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. And Caleb drove thence the three sons of Anak, Sheshai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, and the children of Anak." Verse 15, "And he went up thence to the inhabitants of the Debir, and the name of the Debir before was Kirjath Sepher. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kirjath Sepher, and taketh it, to him will I give Achsah, my daughter, to wife." And Othniel the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Achsah, his daughter, to wife. Wow. So something happens here. Caleb is fighting these giants, and he says, "Whoever will smite this Kirjath Sepher, I'll give him my daughter to wife." And then his brother, who is called Kenaz, did that, and he married his niece. Anyway, we continue. Verse 18, the Bible says, "And it came to pass, as she came unto him, that she moved him, and asked to ask of her father a field. And she lighted of her ass, and Caleb said unto her, What wouldest thou? Who answered, Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a south land. Give me also springs of water." And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. Another thing happens. So when the daughter was given to Kenaz, she also demanded that that Caleb may give her, a blessing or a gift. And so she was given part of the land. Verse 20, the Bible says, "This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families, and the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah toward the coast of Edom, southward from Kabzeel, and Eder, and Jagur, and Kina, and Dimona, and Adada, and Kadesh, and Hazor, and Idnan, Ziv, and Telem, and Bealoth, and Hazor, Adata, and Kerioth, and Hezron, and Hazor, which is Hazor, Amam, and Shima, and Molada, and Hazagada, and Heshmon, and Beth Palet. Verse 28, and Hazashual, and Beersheba, and Bisjothja, Baala, and Ilm, and this is Im, and Azim, and Eltolad, and Chesil, and Horma, and Ziklag, and Midmana, and Sansana, and Lebaoth, and Shilhim, and Ain, and Rimmon. All the cities are 29 with their villages. So all those villages now belonged to Judah. And in the valley, Eshtaol, and Zorea, and Ashna, and Zanoah, and Enganim, Tapua, and Enam, Jarmuth, and Adullam, and Soko, and Azekah. Adullam will also be mentioned as we continue. That is where David hid himself when he was running away from King Saul. Verse 36 says, and Sharaim, and Adithaim, and Gedera, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Verse 37, Zenan, and Hadasha, and Migdalgad, and Delian, and Mizpeh, and Jogdil, Lachish, and Bozgad, and Egron, and Kabon, and Lahmam, and Kidlish, and Gederoth, Beth Dagon, and Naama, and Makeda, 16 cities with their villages. Verse 42, Libna, and Ether, and Ashan, and Jiphtah, and Ashna, and Nezib, and Keilah, and Akzib, and Maresha, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with her towns and her villages, from Ekron even unto the sea, all that lay near Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod with their towns and her villages, Gaza with her towns and her villages, and the river of Egypt, and the great sea, and the border thereof. Verse 48, and in the mountain Shamir, and Jatir, and Soko, and Dana, and Kiljath Sanah, which is the Bill. Verse 50, and Anab, and Eshtemo, and Anim, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities and their villages. Arab, that is 52, Arab, and Duma, and Eshean, and Janum, and Beth Tapua, and Afeka, and Humta, and Kirjathaba, which is Hebron, and Zior, 9 cities with their villages. Verse 55, Maon, Carmel, you'll hear about it when Prophet Elijah is defending God. So 55 says Maon, Carmel, and Ziv, and Judah, and Jezreel. Jezreel also is mentioned where Prophet Elijah runs to and overtakes King Ahab on his chariots. So verse 56, and Jezreel, and Jokdeam, and Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities and their villages. Verse 58, Halhul, Bethzur, and Gedol. Verse 59, Edmarath, and Bethanoth, and Eltekon, 6 cities and their villages. Verse 60, Kiljath Baal, which is Kiljath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Betharaba, Midin, and Sekaka. Verse 62, and Nibshan, and the city of salt, and Engedi, 6 cities with their villages. Verse 63, which is our last verse for today and the last verse of Joshua 15, says, "As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day." So even as we continue reading, we will hear of some of the tribes or some of the nations in Canaan that the children of Israel could not drive out. Sometimes because they had an agreement with them, other times because just God wanted them. We will hear this in the book of Judges, that some of them just God allowed them to stay there so that God will keep the children of Israel in check. Okay? So as we continue reading, there will not be much to explain, because what we are reading is just how the land of Canaan was subdivided, maybe here and there, as the Lord helps us. But for now, we leave it at that. Join me tomorrow for day 86 as we continue reading through the Bible. The word of the Lord brings light to men, and so I believe that as we read, even as we study, we are going to get enlightened. God bless you, God keep you, God lift you higher than I am, and until tomorrow, shalom and keep the faith.